Let's be honest here, guys, the Cold War beta was not exactly what we thought it was going to be. As a matter of fact, it kind of sucked. So today I'll be going over why Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer sucks. Welcome back to COD 4 Days. Let's get into the video. The worst shooting experience. What's one thing people want from a game that relies heavily on shooting? Good graphics while shooting? Unfortunately, Black Ops Cold War has a terrible shooting experience, with a delayed response as well as very choppy bullet discharge. The singular thing people asked for was smooth gunplay, but they got the complete opposite. Unfortunately, this ruins the essence of the game and it becomes almost unplayable. In the beginning, it isn't too bothersome because you're still getting used to the hang of everything, and the slowed down playback really helps perfect your aim. But when you're in the middle of a match, it makes you want to rip your hair out.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude. Ooh, hit marker. Ah. Oh man.
Horrendous lighting. Imagine not being able to see in a game that requires sight as your main sense. It's rough, isn't it? The lighting for Black Ops Cold War was clearly not a priority for the developers since they paid it very little mind. It kinda reminds you of the lack of light in Game of Thrones Season 8. It's just a pain to work around. If your monitor isn't brand new, chances are years of wear and tear have dimmed it a little bit. If that is true, then it probably seems like you're looking at a blank black screen every time nighttime rolls around in the game. It wouldn't have bothered people as much as it does if it was temporary, maybe while your avatar got used to the darkness and developed night vision, but until the sun comes up, nothing gets better. Sometimes, even after sunrise, the game will just dim down like someone's decreasing the brightness remotely. Not a fun sight.
Drop the sentry!
Really bad spawns when resurrected. Another part of the game that people seem to despise is the spawning. In case you're unaware, that is a term given to the act of being resurrected after losing a lifeline in COD. Usually, people have immunity for a few moments while they get their bearings, but not in this case. For the first time in Black Ops history, it's totally possible for a player to die, come back to life, and then get killed the second he reappears in the match. This is so annoying because we don't even get a chance to run or protect ourselves. Not to mention it takes a second to reload a gun or switch weapons, but before you can do anything, your character will be dead again. Depending on how many lives you have before dying, it's possible that this makes you lose your final one. Everyone is distraught about this particular problem, and some even claim that everything wrong with Black Ops Cold War could be ignored and dealt with other than this.
You'll get a good score, depending on what weapon you used. Anyway, enough of that. I want to talk about the first two clips from Reddit.
Health doesn't auto-regenerate anymore. No one expects a company to backtrack on something that worked out so well. Auto health regeneration was one of the most useful features for a long time, and the fact that they have removed it in favor of manual is absurd. No one has the time to click some of the buttons on their controller in the midst of a battle to the death. Those few seconds could mean death, especially if you badly need to refill your mead bars. Many angry players on the forums have been talking about this, the majority of which don't even know it would automatically regenerate until they died in the middle of an epic fight. This game is just a huge mess on the creator's part. If you can have the feature on older versions, there is no reason to remove it from the newer ones.
An enemy player. And since I got nice high quality images here, I was able to export these to Photoshop and measure pixel by pixel the exact percentage of health.
Only use your special abilities. Upon first hearing about the new special abilities, I won't lie, I was kind of excited. Everything went downhill when I finally bought the game to see that it is not as great as it looks. A major drawback is that the ability gets stronger the longer you're in battle. So if you want to begin a strong defense from the start, that's not possible. You have to extend the match until you have enough of your ability stored. This just wastes time and is completely unnecessary. Also, if you don't have the ability, you can't use the tactics of the weapons. If you wanted to load out with grenades and flashbangs, you can't unless those are included in whatever your special ability is. This really limits how much fun you can have while playing the game, and for some, it defeats the purpose. Time played unlocks store items, not XP. In every single game I have ever seen or played, whether it's PC, mobile, Xbox, or PlayStation, one thing stays constant: using points to buy things. Points are usually earned by excelling in tasks and earning them. This has zero correlation to how often you play or how long you've had your account. Unfortunately, Cold War didn't get that memo. In this version of COD, you get to buy gear from the store using coins you get depending on how often and how long you've played or spent time inside the game. The XP that you can earn every time you win or complete a huge milestone is ignored, and you can't really do anything with it. This made me wonder what the point of doing well even is if you can't use your winnings to buy stuff that you wanted. Some people play for a couple of days and excel way more than others who play for hours and months. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the two videos that are on the screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.